This is All India Radio, the news read by Naresh Margo. In Sikkim, at least 21 bodies have so far been recovered, while 8 persons are still missing due to flash flood and landslides in the remote areas of North Sikkim. Official sources said today the dead include 4 from the ITBP, 2 of their family members, and 12 junior officers from the BRO. Other victims were casual laborers. Most casualties were reported from Rangma range. The Army and IAF personnel have started rescue operations in full swing. The state government has declared a state of alert along the establishments on the river banks, right from Lachen, Lachung, Chungthang, Mangan, Dikchu, Singtam and Rangpo. In the early hours of today, another landslide was reported from a place 1 kilometer away from Mangan, the district headquarter town of North Sikkim. As a result of this, official reports said the national highway has been blocked, leaving the northern side of the Himalayan state cut off. In Uttar Pradesh, 2 women devotees died and 6 others were injured in a stampede in Sriji Temple of Barsana police area in Mathura district in the wee hours of today morning. Our Lucknow correspondent, quoting official sources, reports that birth celebrations of Radhaji were going on in full swing from Saturday evening in the Sriji temple, where more than 20,000 devotees were present. Sources said that hustle to enter the temple caused a stampede, leaving 2 women dead and 6 others injured. All the injured have been admitted to District Hospital of Mathura. Planning Commission Deputy Chairman Montek Singh Ahluwalia today said modern retail is an expanding segment and it would be more than double in a very short time. Speaking at a TV program, he allayed fears that opening up of the retail sector for FDI will hurt small kirana shops. Lauding the government's decision to notify FDI in retail, Mr. Ahluwalia said this is a structural change and he does not believe that modern retail can expand fast enough to raise real wages. The states which have literacy levels below the national average will get enhanced central share under the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. These include Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal and 6 other states. The Planning Commission has given its approval to a proposal to this effect. According to HRD Ministry officials, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand will also be included along with the northeastern states. The proposal has to be vetted by the National Development Council before coming into effect. Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan is the government's flagship program for achievement of universalization of elementary education in a time-bound manner. The program seeks to open new schools in those areas which do not have such facilities and strengthen the existing infrastructure through provision of additional classrooms, toilets, drinking water, maintenance grants and school improvement grants. The U.S. Senate has approved new American ambassadors to Iraq and Pakistan. In a voice vote yesterday, the Senate confirmed Robert Stephen Beecroft as the new envoy to Iraq and Richard Olson to be the new ambassador to Pakistan. Beecroft will head Washington's largest embassy in the world amid challenges in U.S.-Iraq ties over Baghdad's bombing relations with its Shiite neighbor Iran. Olson, a 30-year State Department veteran, takes over as Islamabad fears the scheduled 2014 withdrawal of U.S. and NATO combat troops from neighboring Afghanistan would leave a security vacuum in the country. The outgoing U.S. ambassador to Pakistan, Cameron Munter, resigned in May after a turbulent tenure. The United States has denied visas to about 20 Iranian government officials hoping to attend next week's United Nations General Assembly. Iran's Fars news agency said those denied visas include 2 ministers, but it did not name them. In Egypt, the Supreme Administrative Court has upheld its ruling to dissolve the newly elected parliament. The fresh ruling came on the appeal filed by a former MP who had called for reinstating 2/3 of the parliament and exclude the remaining 1/3, which was deemed to have been elected unconstitutionally. Our West Asia correspondent reports the apex court in its earlier order had declared null and void the elections for 1/3 seats in parliament which were earmarked for individual or independent candidates. An earthquake measuring 4.7 on the Richter scale struck Myanmar's northernmost Kachin state this morning. So far, there is no report of casualty or damage to properties as the epicenter of the quake was in less populated mountainous areas. And that is the end of this news bulletin.